Welcome to SoulCollage Storytime. I'm Anne-Marie Bennett from kaleidosoul.com, and I'm reading today from my book, Walking the Path of SoulCollage. SoulCollage is an intuitive art personal growth process created by Sina Frost. This is from chapter 2, Me First. One of the gifts of both of my cancer journeys in 2002 and 2011 has been the permission to put myself first. I grew up with no inkling whatsoever of how to do this, or even that it was okay to do this. In fact, I received a zillion messages, both spoken and unspoken, that putting myself first was a selfish thing to do. But walking the long road of cancer journeys and treatments twice has brought me face to face with the irrefutable fact that if I don't put myself first, I'm not going to be around much longer to even be able to put myself last. What do I mean by putting myself first? Well, this is self-care of the extraordinary kind. First of all, it means being in touch with what I need. It means slowing down enough to really pay attention to what's going on inside of me. What would feel good to me right now? Do I need another cookie, or do I need to connect with a friend? Do I need to go to that party, or do I need to take a warm bath and go to bed early? Putting myself first also means saying no to obligations and people that no longer fit my spirit. Because of those two cancer journeys, I have been much better able, most of the time, to let go of the things that no longer serve me, to shrug off things and people that drain my energy instead of lifting me up. Now, about that word, selfish. You might be thinking, like I was raised to think, that taking care of myself first is a selfish thing to do. After all, there are people in our lives who need our love and care. But Buddha was onto something when he taught that you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. I recently discovered something about the word selfish that I think you might find interesting. Try putting a capital S on it. The capital S on selfish will remind you that self, in this case, stands for soul or spirit. And when you hear your inner critic blaming you for being selfish, you can remind him or her that it actually means you are putting your soul or spirit first. Also, the suffix ish literally means belonging to. So when you are being selfish, you are acting in a way that enables you to belong to your deepest, most authentic, capital S self. This idea of capital S selfish was given to me by teacher Rue Haas. Time for reflection. Fear of being selfish can really get in the way of living the authentic lives we are called to. Take some time now to listen for any resistance coming from any of your inner committee parts when you think about putting yourself first. Journal with at least one of those parts to hear its story and to discover what it's afraid of. For example, when I decide to say no to a friend's invitation for coffee because I had planned to spend the afternoon reading and napping, my insecurity part speaks up and tells me she's afraid that my friend won't like me anymore. Once I realize this, I can comfort and reassure this part that my friend will still love me. And if she doesn't, we have other friends who accept me as I am. This makes it a whole lot easier to stay at home and put my self's needs first. Try making a soul collage card or another piece of art for any part of you that is blocking you from putting yourself first. And make a card for the part of you who always encourages you to put yourself first. Here is mine. Me first. What does your me first netter look like? Ask it, who are you? And how can you help me? And what wisdom do you have for me about putting myself first? Thank you for joining me today for SoulCollage Storytime. I'm Anne-Marie Bennett, and this is from my book, Walking the Path of SoulCollage.